So on to the highlights of Rotax Heavy for their final. And they're running a different format to the two CIK style formats for the juniors and the lights. Back to a traditional 5-heat format.
Yes, that's right, Jamie. 4 heats in the final, predetermined grids for your 4 heats. So lets everyone sort of have a front, a rear and a middle grid and mixes it up. It makes for interesting racing.
Early race leader here is the Manawatu Toyota number 69 Intrepid of Brendan Hart, chased by points leader Bradley Alexander. Good to see Bradley back in the sport. He suffered a back injury a couple of years ago and hasn't done an awful lot of karting.
No, he hasn't, Jamie. Obviously had a recent trip to America last year running a shifter kart, so it is good to see him back in the chair.
Aaron Cunningham featuring in the coverage this weekend. Former 3NZ, that's in the number 72 CRG back there in third. And so far over the weekend as we've got a side-by-side battle for the lead. Hart and Alexander, this is getting willing. Bit of contact and Cunningham might fight his way through the lead here. He's going to get muscled out, and Paul Booth from Dunedin. Where did he come from?
This is good to watch, Jamie. These boys are getting amongst it. You know, big range in age here, and these boys want the win.
Cunningham launches down the inside of Booth, back into the second position. So we've got an Intrepid leading, CRG third, Arrow fourth. Lots of diversity in the chassis brands available on the New Zealand market in kart sport.
You can see Brendan, he can't really shake Aaron at the moment. Aaron's obviously come fresh from spending a year living in Aussie and doing some racing over there, so brought a lot of his Australian experience back, and it's looking like it's showing.
Great pass there into Clubhouse, and that can be a tricky pass to make. Hart has a half look up the inside at turn one. Booth still back there in third. Points leader Bradley Alexander there in fourth. So far for the weekend as this battle rages. Booth won the first heat from Cunningham and Alexander. Cunningham won the second heat from Alexander and Hart. Alexander won the third heat from Hart and David Waldemeyer back there in the number 74 Intrepid. In the fourth heat it was Alexander, Waldemeyer, Cunningham. Booth suffered a DNF, so that's going to hurt his points chances for the day as Alexander had a look into Clubhouse.
Yeah, these boys might want to calm down a little bit. If they're gonna hustle and catch Aaron, they might have to just get in a bit of a freight train and work together, because he's trying to gap these boys.
A different point situation. It's 1 point for a win, 2 points for second, and so on. And we got problems there. Now that's Booth and the points leader Alexander.
That's your two main contenders for the points there, so that's really going to rattle things up, Jamie.
They were first and second in points going into the third round here at Kart Sport Auckland for the Strata Networks Spamguard Rotax Heavies. This is kart number 21, Peter Wrightson, running for one of the series sponsors, Total Span 15. That is Aaron Woolley, who featured at the New Zealand Sprint Championships at Hamilton, running the Monaco chassis. But it's Aaron Cunningham dominating the final heat here, and over the 5 heats you get to drop your worst result of the day. So that might aid Paul Booth and Bradley Alexander. But it's going to be Aaron Cunningham. He's celebrating, taking the checkered flag. So it's Aaron Cunningham victorious in the final of Rotax Heavy at Auckland ahead of Brendan Hart, David Waldemeyer. Problems for the points leader, Bradley Alexander, but he still leads the points.
Well done from grid 3, you came through.
Yep, we've had the speed all day, but the other guys have been baffling me a bit with their racecraft and some tricky moves out there, but everything kind of fell into place.
You look pretty happy going over the line.
If you don't claim it, you don't win it. That's my opinion.
Bradley Alexander leads after 3 rounds on 25 points ahead of Dunedin's Paul Booth on 40. Manawatu's Brendan Hart third on 43 ahead of David Waldemeyer, Daryl Curry and Teddy Bassick.